how is the South African Jewish community so passionate? And is there history, were they Holocaust victims? I mean, how long have they been living in South Africa that they have this incredible, affinity and connection to Israel, as opposed to other Jews in other countries that didn't? Were there like 804 from other countries and that were fighting?
Okay, Jaime, you want to say that?
Yeah, most of the South African Jews came to South Africa after the First World War, when the gates opened up to Europeans, okay? And a lot of South African families, including mine, came from the Baltic states. I was born in Lithuania. I came to South Africa when I was 3 years old. And we were brought up in Jewish homes. Our people spoke Yiddish. My parents spoke Yiddish. We also, after real school, we went to Hebrew school, all of us, from the class number 1 till you finished high school. We were at Hebrew school. So we could speak quite a bit of Hebrew as well, and we knew Jewish history. And then on top of it, our families were massacred by the Germans. And we were angry, very, very angry. And that's the story.
So I'll just add to that. So yes, the South African Jewish community, I mean, I don't know if I can give you enough of an answer, but we're a Lithuanian-based community. We're not a huge Holocaust survival community at all. We have little strips of Holocaust survivors, but for the most part, as Jaime said, our grandparents came, and before World War II. I mean, my one set of grandparents on my maternal side are South African born, so my great-grandparents only came. And I think also living in South Africa, especially for us today, during the apartheid times, it was a very isolated community. They kept all the communities quite isolated, so we had a very unassimilated community, and we still do. The South African Jewish community is very still South African Jewish. We didn't have intermarriage. We were a very strong, committed Jewish community, and it has always been. Well, I mean, we don't have enormous anti-Semitism in South Africa, but I mean, we have a very tight, committed community, and we've always lived amongst our community. We're not separated, and I think that was also partly due to the separation laws and apartheid, that they wanted all the communities to be amongst each other. So we weren't separated at all. So, you have your 5 or 6 Jewish schools that all our kids went, all our kids still go to. We don't have a huge Reform community in South Africa today. We might not be all religious, but we're an Orthodox community.
Thank you very much.
So again, I would like to thank you for coming. I would like to thank Stephanie and her guests. It was just wonderful. It was terrific that you came. Thank you so much. And please don't forget to fill out that little card and hand it to my lovely wife in the back, Hannah, who will be collecting the card. She's standing right back there. And thank you so much for coming today. It was terrific. Thank you.